My question, though, is actually what Brian wanted to ask, but I'm looking at the document and there seems to be a lot of focus on the Bermuda Regiment. One might even say strengthening the role excuse me, of the Bermuda Regiment. Why do you see this as a necessity based on what is contained in this document?
I think it's the idea, well, there are two ways I can answer that. I think, one, I could say that you have Ministry of National Security who has been very responsive, and they were very clear in terms of getting feedback from the relevant department, and it was easier to probably, in terms of dealing with these issues like of policing and good order, is sometimes a much more, it's a more easily segmented issue because it's nuts and bolts. You're not dealing with the sort of ideas of thoughts when we talk about fiscal policy, monetary policy, and things where it may be hard to get your hands around. That's here. It's concrete. You're talking about the issue that right now Bermuda is only so big. You aren't going to have a war per se. It's not anticipated. So what do you do if you want to have credibility for those who are signing up for the regiment? How, for those, not everybody wants to be a member of the regiment, but if those who do, how do they get training? How do they get exposure to issues so that they can feel that they really are on a legitimate path of soldiering? So you're saying, okay, well, we have this relationship, it's supposed to be a special relationship, then what about the opportunities for our soldiers to get some expertise and some experience abroad? Also, what are the opportunities in terms of, I suppose, transfer of knowledge and in capacity building? And where else than going to a larger jurisdiction? And because of this special relationship, surely it's a logical and inevitable concept. Now, in terms of the idea also of synergies, where you have your policing and good order and maintaining of good law and good order, are there also synergies that there can be further explored between the office of the regiment and also the Bermuda Police Service? But if you look at many of the points raised with regard to the regiment, it's very much about resources and training. And secondments is probably not the word you use in sort of military parlance, but it's the idea of what opportunities can you provide for those who choose that. And this is separate from whatever else is being done within the Ministry of National Security in terms of reform of the Defense Act.